coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
Long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to be more like
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. As it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April Stroud. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 35. Here comes second and 5.
Gun. Stop. 180. Stop.
An inside give, Brown. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. If you look at this Colt defense, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now a second and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need 2. Here's third down.
Here we go. Stop. 180. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on third and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Gun. Dot. Can. Dot.
Burrow will throw. He's got room at the 30. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 21. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 75. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That's good.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on.
On the draw is Taylor. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. The Colts at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
19 light. Ready?
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He's got his man. It's Pierce. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now, if they can just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Left, ready.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? He barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Here we go.
On the ground, DJ Giddens. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Ready.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Down. Ready.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready. Ready.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the 2nd quarter now, and we only have 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much. And
now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Second and 5. Now it's Richardson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Richardson out of the shotgun. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
180. 180.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Call it 7 yards on the carry. So a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd and 8.
Gun.
From midfield now, Burrow. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Let's get set. Da-Heathin. 180. Da-Heathin.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Da-Heathin.
Here's a give up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
I'm one, right?
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 180.
Now Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go.
In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
And Chase will go in motion left. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got a man, complete. Now the the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second down and 3.
Like Panther 11, Panther 11.
Richardson. He's caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. They run once more with Taylor. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it, and the running game is starting to pay off.
It's out, it's loose. And the bank, there he goes, left side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score. Bengals 21.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Let's go now.
Richardson looking to throw this. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Let's go.
Here's Richardson to throw. And this complete to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
First down. First and 10.
Come back to you. Come back to you.
Now Richardson. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead.
16.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. And we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Jamar Chase. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score. Bengals 28. Colts 16. Kevin McPherson to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing is working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Connecting over the middle with Downs. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to the air with Richardson. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
Unusually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Ready? Go!
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown. And he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth.
On 2, ready? Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. That's a good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80.
Burrow will throw. And he is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a two-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
First down. First and 10 at the 49.
And Richardson back to throw it. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Cougar 19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That complete to Downs. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go.
Now it's Richardson. Connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 70. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Ready?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. That's caught, Andre Yoshivas. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
An 8-yard pickup.
Here we go.
First down.
Now it's Burrow. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
The Colts will line up for
They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Burrow looking to pass. Pass complete to Higgins.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Gun.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That's good.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 1st down.
Here we go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop it right at making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Come on. Set. Knocking, hey, tip.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
180. Rise up.
Here's Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Rig alert. 19, 18, Pioneer.
Richardson. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And this is desperation time now in the final minute. You're just throwing something up there, hoping you can get a call. Maybe find a way to get someone free. But no dice there. That one's incomplete.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
Here we go. 180.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Now, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bengals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.